Alright, so this is quite easy and quite practical. There is one issue: you have to square the best you can that selection, which I'm gonna leave it face up with a card right above. You have to square those two the best you can. So when you show that selection, the three of spades, which is the back, you have to take that selection and the card right over, right next. And for a spectator not to notice it, that's why it's better, if you can, to square the selection right with the next card. Okay, you leave it right there, but the selection remains here. When you close it, you keep the pinky break right over the selection. So I cut once. Notice with an index I'm covering any discrepancies, any minor gaps. Because of the huge pinky break, you may cause minor misalignment in the front. So the index finger covered the excessive view. I cut twice from the top of the pinky break, bringing the selection all the way to the top. Now let me explain how to control the selection all the way to the bottom. As you can see right here, the four of diamonds is not perfectly aligned with a card next to it. But the spectator is going to mainly be focused on this and not focus on the card next to it. And you are not going to be like this for too long. You just show it, they look at it, you take two cards. So the selection is second from the top at this point. Leave the indifferent card over there. And when you close the spread, I'm going to push the selection for diamonds. I'm going to push it so the pinky break is going to be right below the selection. When I push it, I'm going to do it right below the spread. I don't want to push it right before I reach with a spread to cover. So I push it over here and close. The first cut is going to be the pinky break. So the selection is going to be right there. And then you keep doing small cuts. And it's not going to matter because the selection is going to be all the way at the bottom. So explaining in further detail how you can align the selection and the card right next the best you can, I already have a tutorial which I titled it a square technique. Just go to the video footnote and I already gave enough explanation how you can align the selection right next to it. However, because of the way I'm showing this card, I'm not doing this as I did it in the other video, which I explained how to conceal those moves or the misalignment, any minor discrepancies. Here, because I'm going to show it this way, any minor disalignment with a card right next to it, I'm going to leave these two cards face up. When I show it, let's say it is misaligned from the top corner. When I show it, I point the squaring from the top corner. I'm pointing towards the selection to square any minor discrepancies. If this alignment is like this, I'm exaggerating so you can see what I'm talking about, but it shouldn't be this much. When I show it, I point towards the selection from the bottom so I can square. But I also recommend you, like I said, go to this video footnote and watch that video because there is not really many fingers to square and it's just pure practice. And you have to do it at normal speed. You shouldn't do it really slow like this. No, you should go like this. Okay, that's it. That's the only main deal on this control, how to square the selection right next to the indifferent card like this. Okay, this indifferent card should be mainly preferable. Let's say the one this card over here, the four of hearts. Make sure it's not like this, it's not protruded this much. It should be close separation with the rest of the cards right above, so it doesn't look suspicious, you know. So the four of hearts is not perfectly aligned, like I'd say, but because there is a misalignment at the bottom corner, I'm gonna point towards the selection. I take the double, so I keep showing the stack to ensure that the audience know I already took their card. So when I take the double, I leave this stack up a little bit more until I drop their selection over there on the table, and then I close the spread And like I already explained before, everything is going to be up to you depending whether you want to control the card all the way to the top or the bottom. You move the card somewhere in the center, which the spectator may think is the one you put in the center, and you already have it on top. And you want to know or to learn how I produce the card like this, just go to this video full note, okay? I already have a tutorial for this production in case you like it, and that's it.